Hello and welcome to KB Michelle Green Podcast, a place where we talk about all things to help improve ourselves. Welcome and listen in. So today I would like to talk about ourselves. I would like to discuss something that I have been going on a journey in my life as an individual who is a business owner, an individual who is a wife, a mother, a grandmother, as an individual who is a granddaughter, a niece, a sister, as a individual who is a friend. I would like to talk about removing every role except one. And that role is being a person who was created by God to be on this earth. Earlier today, when I was in my prayer time, I was thinking about and praying about just being a person who is not influenced by pleasing people, who is not losing myself when I meet people that maybe I wanted to meet all my life. That experience where you get to meet maybe a celebrity or someone that you've always respected. The opportunity comes and it's like, whoo, oh my gosh. And sometimes we get into this mindset where we want to become like the people who we meet. We want to be like the people that we encounter and respect. We want to start talking like they talk, and we look at how they walk and we're like, oh, I'm gonna walk like that. Or we look at how they dress and we think, oh, I want to dress like that. Or we look at how they live and we want to live like that. And it's really such a subtle way for us to lose ourselves. Since losing my mom, the perspective that God has given me of learning my true identity, and I probably will be learning for the rest of my life, let me just say, it has really increased in knowing who I am in Christ, and it has increased in just living a life that is pleasing to Him. My identity, and I'm sure your identity as well, has been challenged probably since the day that you were born or before, maybe at conception. When I say people will place all types of labels and identities on us to make us believe that we are one way or the other, I know that my mom was never married. And because she was never married, immediately a label was placed on my identity before I even got here. A label was placed on my mom's identity. A label was placed on my dad's identity. A label was placed on my life that I would never be anything. I would never really grow up to be much. I would repeat the same cycle of having a child out of wedlock, not being married to the father. But I'm so thankful that my identity was not left up to the people that I grew up with or that I grew to know. I'm so thankful that my identity was not left in the minds of the people that I got to know later on in life, or the world and their particular classifications of whether I had enough zeros behind my name to be someone important or someone significant. I'm so glad that my identity was not left in the hands of, any male figures or female figures that I respected so much, to the degree that I just wanted to get approval and appreciation, or to have them just say, "Hey, I like you." I'm so glad that my identity was not left in any of those hands, and is still not, and nor will it ever be. My identity is who God created me to be, and your identity is who God created you to be. And the only way that I'm beginning to realize who I actually am is because of the time that I'm spending with Him. I encourage you today to go spend time with the one that created you, so you will finally begin to see the truth about who you are, and that it is fine for you to be who you are. It is absolutely okay for you to be who you are currently, no matter what your situation is, no matter where you are in this world, no matter who is with you and who is not with you, no matter if you have no money or you have a lot of money, no matter the circumstances of life, no matter the circumstances of any relationship, the only thing that matters is that you are living in your true identity. Take time today to just stop and to listen, and to be sure that you are listening to the voice of God that says, "This is who you are. That is not who you are. This is what I say about you." And you can move forward having the kind of confidence, just like I prayed about earlier in my prayer today, that you have the kind of confidence, that you have the type of foundational structure that is so solid that it'll never change. I think that we put God in a place where we think of Him as mankind. Mankind consisting of both male and female. We think of God as a human. Though He was human, walking the earth in Jesus' form, we still need to understand that we are human and God is spirit. And He, although He created us and He lived in a physical body, He does not think, does not speak the same way that we as humans do. And the words that He has to say are permanent. They're not changing. They're not going to shift because of this person or that person, because of this circumstance or that circumstance. Our identity is solid. It's permanent in Him. And I'm just so grateful for my time today to be able to pray and ask God to secure me in who I actually am and what I was brought into this earthly realm to do, that I would never ever change my identity again for people, for places, or for things. So I challenge you today. Be the person that you actually are. No matter who's on your side, no matter what your finances look like, no matter what job you have or business and what's going on in it, no matter where you live, none of those things matter. It does not make your identity. All of the roles that you play, that's not your true identity. You have one true identity, and that is in the one that created you. So let's go to work and being who we are.